Good afternoon. My name is Mélanie Immink, and I've joined you today from UK Trade and Investment in the Netherlands to look at the Dutch market and its business opportunities. In this era of change, new opportunities and economic turbulence, it's important for UK companies to look at exporting and compete globally. Exporting can bring great benefits and more factors are involved, so guarantees do not exist. But I think having an understanding of how business is done in the Netherlands at an early stage can be of great benefit to you. Why export? Companies that export become more effective and healthier companies. It can increase your productivity, competitiveness, and lead to innovations. Exporting is not without risk, but allows you to spread risk over a bigger number of consumers. So if your main focus is on the home market, for example, the UK market, it could help you in times of economic downturn to grow your sales. Risks overseas need to be well managed and well researched. Why the Netherlands? The Netherlands is not only geographically close, but also close in sense of cultural, in sense of culture and business environment. The Netherlands is also a gateway to Europe, linking you to the biggest single consumer market in the world. Some facts about the Netherlands. The Netherlands enjoy a high standard of living. The standard of living is among the highest in the world. There's political stability and sophisticated welfare benefits. Dutch people are among the happiest people in the world, although they like to complain. Complaining is about a national hobby. They complain about football, politics, and anything really. In January, although in January consumer confidence was up and at the highest point for the last 2 years. The Dutch people are critical consumers and are very price conscious. So they appreciate a good price quality distribution. Products need to be innovative, problem-solving, time-saving, or provide some other kind of original feature to penetrate the Dutch markets. The Dutch consumer is willing to try new things and could be an early adapter of new technologies. And once your product reaches the consumer market, it could reach a wider audience quickly. Exporting is different for every company and depends on the profile of the company, whether the benefits can vary depending on the company. So it's important, I think, to get an insight into local customs when you prepare for exporting or when you are exporting. In the Netherlands, English is widely spoken, but that does not mean that the level of English of the Dutch is as makes the standard of a native speaker. So there have been misunderstandings in the past because of the directness in communications. The Dutch could come across as rude, but it's also a language issue that there's no other way to say it than to be quite frank. So that's the direct and to-the-point communication style. The Dutch are famous for their meetings. They spend a lot of hours in the week in meetings, and there's also a horizontal decision-making structure. So there could be people in the room during business meeting who are not particularly senior, but their opinion will be valued. the Dutch could also dress quite informally, but you shouldn't take that as an insult if they show up in jeans. They are still very focused on doing business, and yeah, looks do not say anything. And they are more flexible at trade shows, for example, to really make decisions in general than they are at their office. So yeah, sometimes it can be an advantage of doing business at trade shows, so they can yeah, make decisions on the spot. The Dutch are time conscious, so it's recommended to make appointments ahead, at least 4 weeks ahead. Regarding the misunderstandings and the direct communication, use a clear communication style, stay away from ambiguous language that can be misinterpreted, be assertive. Just picking up the telephone and phoning up potential distributors could really pay off. Also, if you email people and they don't respond, take time to follow up. People are under pressure and very busy, so it might have slipped, but they could still be interested in your product offer. And also the feedback we get from British companies is that they would like to be kept in a loop more when it comes to problems in the supply chain or delivery problems, because the Dutch are very pragmatic. So they would like to know so they can take action and solve the problem. There's various sectors here at Spring Fair, so I will touch on different product categories, routes to markets, and mention some of the main trade fairs that you will find in the Netherlands, and highlight some market developments and trends. We would recommend for most companies or products here represented at Spring Fair to look for a distributor rather than an agent or importer. You have a permanent exhibition in the Netherlands called Mart. Mart is based in Utrecht and holds twice a year, or once a year, a Spring Fair, once a year an Autumn Fair. But apart from that, they open monthly to do business with retailers. So that could be a very good starting point, because you find several potential trading partners on the one roof. And you can see on the slides the categories that are covered at this permanent exhibition. The Dutch jewelry market was worth 1.2 billion euros in 2012, and most of the market share is with the jewelers and the opticians. They have about 58% of the market. At Mart, you will find a dedicated jewelry section where jewelers come to get inspired and to do their purchasing. 91% of the visitors at the Mart are independent retailers. And it covers a variety of sectors. Let's turn to the body, bath and cosmetics area. Some general lifestyle trends can be picked up in the Netherlands. People are becoming more healthy, more conscious. The population is aging. Maybe there's a link there, or the Dutch appreciate in the food as well as the non-food product categories natural and organic products. But as they are very price conscious, they are just on average prepared to spend a little more on that. In the skincare, you can also observe those trends. The Dutch Cosmetics Association is called Nederlandse Cosmetica Vereniging. They send a monthly newsletter per email to its members, and they offer possibility to place an announcement. So potentially via that platform, you could look for a distributor. They also have a members list featured on the website, which could be helpful in exploring exports as well. They recognize the trend in skincare for natural and organic products. But that area is not as sophisticated as you will find it in Germany or Italy. There are several trade shows aimed at this sector. One of them is aimed at more of the drugstore retailers and buyers, and the other one more at beauty professionals. All of these trade shows take place in Utrecht, where also the permanent trading center, Mart, is located. Linking with an active, healthy and outdoor lifestyle, we also observe that sports are still very popular. People like to spend time outdoors. Trends we see are yoga, running, fishing. There's a permanent center for the sports retailers, or where they do the purchasing. You find many sports distributors and agents in Leusden, in the Sports Business Center. The garden sector has recently lost market share to supermarkets, as supermarkets are diversifying their product offer and consumers eat out less, so go to the supermarket more often. We do observe that the supermarkets lose market share to discount drugstores when it comes to non-food, personal care and household items. Another development that we could link to this leisure outdoor lifestyle is that barbecuing is increasingly becoming popular as an alternative for eating out. People will entertain at home and barbecue with a more culinary approach. So that could offer opportunities for various sectors. Perhaps the Dutch would pick up barbecuing like they picked up baking recently. We can see that the baking fever has hit the Netherlands following popular TV programs like the Great British Bake Off. We have now got a Dutch equivalent program, and the final of their season attracted 1.2 million viewers, and a second season has been announced. Also, we see that independent retailers are being captured by these trends and pick that up in their product offer. Yeah, there's something comforting, authentic about baking that reminds people of good old times. So perhaps this trend is here to stay. Non-food retail is also, e-commerce is becoming a more important platform for non-food retail, and home products are increasingly being bought online as well. So for kitchen and dining and home and living sector, that are very positive developments. And there's export potential there. Another trend we observe in the era of the recovering housing market in the Netherlands is that the living space is the difference between the living space and the office space is blurring. So industrial items are introduced into the home environment. Think of industrial lighting, and homely items are introduced into the office space. So that's something for you to be aware of. as I mentioned before, there's a demographic change in the Netherlands, that our population is aging. So that could have an impact on the furniture, the interior design, and the accessories sector. The government is withdrawing a bit from the care sector, so people will have to be taken care of in a homely environment for longer. And that could have an impact on furniture, accessories, and development or products that endorse that development have a bright future. There's again a permanent trading center relating to those products, and that's the Home Trade Center located in Nieuwegein, which is coincidentally quite close to Utrecht. That we saw before with the Trade Mart and the other center. Stationery, gifts, toys and puzzles. For those products, the Dutch buyers look at the UK, as sending cards, for example, is more embedded in culture. And because of our advanced language skills, the English language featuring on card is not a deal breaker, but is a very acceptable on the Dutch markets. At Trade Mart, the permanent exhibition, you have stationery and giftware distributors based, but they also go to the SOC days, which are the stationery, office and convenience days. They're coming up in February, or next week is the next edition, but they also hold shows in Awesome in September. This year's will be between 14 and 16 September in the south of the Netherlands. And that's not a permanent, that's a specialist trade show. Regarding toys, the permanent exhibition focuses more on toys that are not found in the large commercial toys chains, such as wooden toys, board games, reading books, educative toys and cuddly toys. Retail and e-commerce. The Dutch have a very high internet penetration rate, and they look to the UK as inspiration when it comes to e-commerce and retail, because they recognize that the UK is ahead and has the highest consumer spend per capita in Europe. The retailers are really aware of the possibilities of e-commerce, and they understand that now is the time to adapt. And we observe, as mentioned before, that the non-food sector provides great opportunities for that, in combination with the growing consumer confidence in the online channel. The online shoppers that are already shopping online, they come back and they place more orders. So that's one of the pushing forces behind these developments. Yes, we see that e-commerce has implications for exports in various ways, and also within the B2B sector, they take best practice from B2C. For example, B2B e-commerce platforms should offer easy, user-friendly ways to log in. People have enough passwords to remember, and web shops, B2B shops should offer a shopping basket and products, pictures in a style that looks more B2C. So I think that will be a European trend, but the Dutch, their comparison with neighboring countries are picking that up quite quickly. The Dutch, another thing that the Dutch are really picking up is MCommerce, so using mobile devices such as smartphones and tablets. 75% of the Dutch population have a smartphone, and they like the option to shop from the couch, and especially on Sundays you have a phenomena which is called iPad Sundays, and distributors and retailers witness a peak on Sunday in the amount of orders. Some retailers don't think that shopkeepers will place orders on Sundays or consumers, but actually they say that the orders come in at the strangest time. So once the option is there, they do like to use it. I didn't mention before, but the turnover in online projects is outpacing online services. So before, the majority of sales online would be associated with holidays or ticket sales, but now online products are catching up. And yes, I think the Dutch market is dynamic, sophisticated, and for traditional and non-traditional products could offer great opportunities. And I'd like to thank you for your time. Oh, sorry. I would like to show you a video as well about the Dutch market.
The Netherlands is one of the most open economies in the world. This is where the world comes together to do business. The Netherlands and the UK have enjoyed a long and rich and successful trading history, which is demonstrated by the fact that the Netherlands is home to over 400 British companies. It's close to the UK, with the Port of Rotterdam, Amsterdam Airport and various regional airports. Access to the Netherlands and from the Netherlands to the rest of Europe cannot be simpler. On top of that, there's a great cultural closeness to the UK, a great business likeness to the UK, and in general, Dutch people like doing business with the Brits.
My priority as the British Ambassador is to support business. That means looking for ways to give practical support to British businesses who are thinking of working here in the Netherlands. Here at the Embassy in The Hague, the lead is with the UK Trade and Investment team, who are specialists in supporting British companies who are looking to do trade in the Netherlands.
UK Trade and Investment in the Netherlands offers a wide range of services that helps your business succeed in this market. These services include product launches, coordinating your presence at major exhibitions, and the organizations of network events in unique locations. Access to markets is about knowledge of the market, and knowledge is exactly what the team in the Netherlands can provide you with.
Partnership between government and the private sector is key to everything we do here. We work with a wide range of private sector partners, including through the Netherlands British Chamber of Commerce, to join up the range of services that we can offer British companies in the Netherlands.
The Netherlands British Chamber of Commerce is a member organization of which British and Dutch companies are members. We are working very well together with UKTI, the British Embassy in The Hague and the Dutch Embassy in London. UKTI and also the NBCC can help you to find the right contacts and to offer the services which you need to make the next steps.
For British companies considering working in the Netherlands, there are opportunities like this show to come to, and of course there's the UKTI commercial officers in post here as well. They'll be able to provide them with good, objective, independent advice about the best partners, the best ways to market within the Netherlands. So go to UK Trade and Investment as your first port of call.
For British companies, there are opportunities in all sectors. The Netherlands is a crossroads of international trade, therefore, anything that is good and well developed will work in the Netherlands. Our ambition for your company is you start in the Netherlands, and by working through us, you cover Europe.
My message to British companies thinking of working in the Netherlands is come over and see for yourselves. We think this is a great place to work, and we in the embassy are ready to help you in any way we can.
The Netherlands is an easy place to do business. It is also one of the most competitive places in the world to do business. That means that you need to be well prepared, you need to have an excellent product, and you need good support, and that's what UKTI can provide.